Hey students, it is Mrs. Rose coming to you through voice today. Sorry, I had a little bit of difficulty with my document camera. It wouldn't work, so I had to run and borrow one. So I'm sorry the setup's a little awkward today, but it's the best I can do. I wonder if I can zoom in. Like I said, this is not my document camera. Alright, I don't see a way I can zoom. Maybe I can, we'll go with the old bend. Hold on, getting closer. We're bending the camera closer. Uh-oh. Alright, we're going to roll with this. Alright, so I am on page 37. Okay, talking about let statements. So number one, if 10 times a number decreased by 6, the result is 104. Find the number. So the number, one let statement. What are we looking for? The number. Let x equal the number. Okay, remember, this is a video, so if I'm going too fast, you need to pause or rewind. You can press pause, you can rewind, you can press stop, whatever you need to do. I reread 10 times a number, so 10 times x is decreased by 6. The result is 104. So that's 10x minus 6 equals 104. And then we just do our algebra. Add 6 to both sides. 10x equals 110. Divide each side by 10. And we get x equals 11. Okay, next question we're going to do is number 3. So we're skipping number 2. So skip number 2. Go down to number 3. Okay. So question 3. The Tigers played 78 games. This is the total games, 78. If they won 8 more games than they lost, how many games did they win and how many games did they lose? So what are we looking for? What they won and what they lost. Okay, so if they won 8 more games than they lost, winning is based on what they lost, so lost is going to be my x. And they won 8 more than x, so that's x plus 8. So those are my two let statements. They played a total of 78 games. So the games they lost plus the games they won should equal 78. So I write that out. Combine like terms. 2x equals 70, x equals 35. So if they lost 35, 35 plus 8 is 43. So they lost 35 and won 43. The next problem we are going to look at is problem 4. Oh, problem 5 rather. We're going to skip 4, going down to 5. Sorry, like I said, the setup is not the best, but I do not have my usual equipment. So I'm down at number 5. The length of a rectangle is 3 times the width. If the perimeter of the figure is 52 feet, find its dimensions. So there's some vocabulary in here. Perimeter. Remember, perimeter is the distance around the outside. So if this is your rectangle and this is you, you'd have to walk 2 lengths and 2 widths, which is why the formula is perimeter equals 2 lengths plus 2 widths. Okay. So the length of the rectangle is 3 times the width. Width is listed last. That's my x. The length is 3 times that. That's 3x. Now I must plug this length and width into this formula. I will not give you this formula. This formula is from 6th grade. So you have to memorize it, maybe even from like 5th grade. You have to have that formula memorized. So you plug into the formula twice the width plus twice the length equals 52, which is the perimeter that the problem gave you. Then solve. Combine like terms. Divide. So your width ends up being 6.5. Plug back in to get your length of 19.5. Okay, gonna turn the page and try. Let's see what we want to try next. Let's try number 6, another perimeter problem. So number 6, again, I know it's perimeter, so I'm going to write that formula. And the length of a rectangle is 3 more than 4 times the width. The width is listed last. It's your x. So that's your first let statement. The length of the rectangle is 3 more than 4 times. That's your second let statement. 3 more than 4 times. If it's helpful, draw the picture of the rectangle. Write out the formula. Now this is kind of like the mature mathematician way to do it, twice the width plus twice the length. If you're not ready for that, you could write 2 widths, or x, plus 2 lengths, plus 4x, plus 3 plus 4x plus 3 equals 126. You combine these, you're going to get 8, 9, 10x plus 6. The same as you would over here. See this line and this line match? So do whichever way you are ready for. If you're not ready for the formula, add everything up. That's still okay. So again, this line and this line match each other. Keep solving. Your width is going to be 12. Plug back in, and your length is 51. Alright, pause if you need to. If you're ready to keep going, let's keep going. Number 7. In an algebra class with 36 students, there are 8 more girls than boys. How many boys and how many girls? So we're looking for boys and girls. That's 2 things, so 2 let statements. Reread. In an algebra class, there's 36 students. That's my total. That's going to be on the other side of my equal sign. There are 8 more girls than boys. Boys is listed last. They're going to be my x. I show 8 more by doing x plus 8. And then I solve. X plus 8 equals 36. Do your algebra. Plug back in to get the number of girls. So you have 14 boys and 22 girls. Alright, let's try one last one, which will be the hardest one on the page, the last one on the page, number 10. So it says Hannah rented a car and the total cost was $130. If there is a flat rental fee of $100 for the car and the company charges 75 cents per mile, how many miles did Hannah drive? What are we looking for? How many miles Hannah drove. That's my x. Let x equal the miles Hannah drove. I'm only looking for one thing. I only need one let statement. I know the total cost was $130, so that goes on the other side of my equal sign. She paid $100 plus 75 cents per mile. So 0.75 or 75 cents times the number of miles plus the $100 fee equals the total of $130. Solve. And Hannah drove 40 miles. You are to now work on pages 39 and 40 on your own. If the class is hard at work, you will not have any homework. If you are goofing and fooling around, there is a chance that this could be assigned to you for homework. The substitute will leave me a note and I will check that homework for a grade tomorrow. So please make sure you are on task. This can be difficult, but you can do it. Go slow. Read and reread. Ask yourself, what am I looking for? How many let statements? What is my X? What is everything based on? And build from there. Okay guys, we'll see you on Wednesday.